Listen, I love Honkai Star Rail. I do. But we need to talk. Or rather, when it comes to the story, they need to stop talking. The sheer amount of yapping that goes in this game and you have to sit through is genuinely crazy. Every time there's a new story, I'm like, alright, there's a new story. I'm kind of excited. You're like, yeah, I think the story is cool. I've heard good stuff about the story. The character seems intriguing and stuff. So let's see why they cooked up this time. 5 seconds later, you're in a 15-minute conversation about philosophy and space travel and why you have to talk to a vending machine or something like that. Like at some point I just start speed clicking like my mouse owes me money. And then I feel guilty and I'm like, what if there was a key moment or there was an important plot point in the story that I just missed? What then? I skipped the entire story because I was bored to death. What am I gonna do? Then again, if it was important, why do they talk in riddles like they're auditioning for a poetry slam? Like, why? You sit through a story, right? 5 hours of story, 5 hours of content, waiting 2 months, 2 months and a half for 5 hours of content, maybe 6 hours of content, and you're hyped. After 2 months of waiting, you're like, okay, there is something new here. Let's see what they cooked up. So you're like, all right, let's start it. You start the story. Wow, more dialogue, more conversation while your characters are sitting in an idle animation, just doing the same animation over and over again, saying some stuff.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
At some point in the story, like maybe after an hour and a half going through the story, there are some mobs that you'll see and there are some occasional fights here and there. And you're like, wow, look, a combat. Finally, I get to actually play the game. And you beat it. In 1 turn and a half. It's done. It's over. Well, that was fun. Wow. It took me a turn and a half to finish that fight. That wasn't even that bad. Yeah, by the way, I'm a free-to-play player. I haven't spent a single cent on this game. And I'm not gonna get into like the hard contents of the game, like simulated universe or what else do we have? Pure fiction or stuff like. No, I'm not talking about those. I'm specifically talking about the story. So yeah, the fight that you waited for, the gameplay that you were looking forward to, is just done after like 2 minutes, less 30 seconds. And now you have to sit through 2 hours. 2 hours more of the same thing again. Guess it's time for another hour of lore dumps and emotional eye contact while the characters just sit around in an idle animation. Yeah, sure, that's fun. That sounds amazing. To reinforce my point, I love how my character just stands there while everyone else trauma dumps and monologues. Like, bro, say something. Blink, react. And why are you just sitting there listening to this random person, random NPC just lore dumping you or trauma dumping you? Or I remember there was like a certain side quest in the beginning of the game. There was a character in the Herta station and she was like, yeah, can you deliver this message for me? I have some issue that I cannot do it myself. I'm shy or something. And I was like, is this really a... Is this a side quest? Do you want me to like deliver your message to someone? Really? And like some of the side quests or like talking to the vending machine or wow, go talk to the trash cans or wow, Clocky is here. Jesus Christ, just stop, please. I get that they are for comedic purposes. Want another example? Donkey Kong. He's like, in my previous life, I was betrayed, cast out, reborn, and now I must carry the weight of my past. And the Trailblazer is just like sitting there like, yeah, cool. Just standing idle. And by the way, can we talk about the dialogue choices in this game? Because they're like, what is it with the dialogue choices? Why do we even need those? The only time that I can recall that the dialogue choices did matter was in a certain questline with Kafka, where if you chose a certain option, she would send you a selfie. Like, that was the only time, I think, that those choices even slightly mattered. The rest of them don't do anything. It's just picking which flavor of awkward silence you want your character to give back. Yeah, those choices are irrelevant. They don't matter. I don't even know their purpose. Like, what's their purpose in the game? This game is not even a choice matter game. It sounds like I hate this game. No, I love this game. That's why I'm like annoyed. That's why I'm like, why is this game like this? Like, I wish there was something else that they could have done, and maybe there is. I don't know, but it's just like, please, guys. I don't hate this game, but it's so annoying. I like the combat. I like it. When I actually get to do it though. When I get to actually do the combat, I like it. But I swear this game's idea of pacing is like talk, 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 talk. It may be a mob fight here and there. Talk, talk, go to that destination, do some more talking. Oh wow, existential crisis, some more philosophical stuff that no one cared about in the first place. Then you have an NPC that is going to lore dump you for the 87th time. You do some more talking, and yeah, eventually at the end of the story mode, there would be a big battle with the boss that is actually kind of cool. You beat this game, and maybe yesterday you started the story mode and something came up, you were busy, and you were like, all right, I'm just gonna leave it here for now and go back to it tomorrow. Tomorrow you're like, all right, maybe today I don't have enough time, so I'm just gonna do my dailies and go back to my work that I was doing. But no, you can't. The game ambushes you with the story, with the cutscene, with the dialogue. Like, I didn't even press anything, bro. Chill, I just got here. Jesus Christ. Let me walk for 5 feet first, then hit me with the story. No, you're in the middle of a conversation. No, you cannot skip it. You have to sit through it. You have to start spamming your left click. You have to start spamming your mouse or your space bar. Wow, so fun. Yeah. Anyway, I still love this game. I just wish it trusted me to play it a little more, you know? But hey, if you're like me and you've ever skipped the whole cutscene and then immediately said, wait, what are we doing again? You're not alone, buddy. There are a lot of us out there. This was a quick rant, and I think a problem that I guess people sometimes talk about, but I just wanted to make a video about it. And yeah, smash the like button. If your Trailblazer still has no idea what a Stellaron actually is, if you like this video, drop a comment, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.